Hello! Time now, 11:39 on Thursday. We just had a hell of a storm last night. I felt like I was in a hurricane trying to sleep. It was horrendous. And on the way up it was a bit blowy. And it's the first time I've ever been moved around. I was weighing in at just over 30 tonnes, 33 tonne I think I was. And I was getting blown about. It was horrendous. Early hours of this morning, travelling up the M6. I'm travelling down the M6 now. And for once, I've got a reload which is working out in my favour. So I had to go to Salford this morning for 8 o'clock, got there, they unloaded super quick, a lot quicker than they thought they were going to, and which meant I could get on my way. The reload that I had was for this afternoon, and that was another part of Manchester, and that got cancelled early on this morning. So they had nothing for me other than reload. So I made a couple of phone calls and found out what was going on. And I was heading south. They said just head south, so I was heading south. And they said we've got a reload in Milton Keynes tomorrow, which is well, it's on my way down south. So you know, it's not, I'm not really having to go out of my way. And it's only a couple of hours away. I've got about 2 hours to go. I'm going to stop at the red line tonight, and I've got just over half an hour's drive tomorrow morning to get to where I need to reload. The reload is at 6 in the morning, which some people might go, oh that's early, but actually I don't have a problem with that. What it means is that I finish early. If I start early, I finish early. It's as simple as that. That's how it works. So, and as it's Friday, that means I get to go home. Now, I know I've said this before and it's all turned to shit, so you never know, anything could happen, and it's early on in the day, so it could all change again, who knows. But at the moment we're heading towards the red line. I'm going to be there in the next 2.5 hours depending on traffic. I'm going to be leaving there at 5 in the morning. Booking in time is 6. Load, they're normally pretty quick. It's a waste recycling plant, and normally pretty quick, hour and a half. That time in the morning there shouldn't be any delays, should be ready to rock and roll, so an hour say, out of there for 7, on my way back down. Yeah, sounding good. Sounding good. Oh yeah, all good. Last night though, the wind and the rain was just absolutely horrendous. It was the roughest night I've had in the truck, I think, to be honest. The wind was just howling and beating, everything was creaking and groaning, all the panels were shaking. It was really windy. Oh yeah, on the way over yesterday, I was going along the 419, I think it is, coming from this up towards Birdlip, which is the cut between the M4 and the M5. You sort of cut the triangle off. You cut up from Swindon and just head like 45 degrees until you hit the M5. So I've gone up through there, and there's a garage on the left and one on the right. There's a van trying to come out of the garage, and I saw him, and I thought, well, he's got plenty of time to accelerate, as long as he does really put his foot down. I had trucks behind me, and I had 2 cars coming up on the outside of me. So what does this bloke do? He doesn't do anything. He sort of half-heartedly comes out, and then no acceleration, and I'm sort of bearing down on him. I can't go to my right, and I start hitting the brakes, and he's still trying to come out. And I thought, he's going to, I managed just to sneak on by and blast the horn at him. What a dickhead. I didn't have the camera running, which was a shame. But you're supposed to give way to people on the dual carriageway on the motorway. This guy's got the right idea. Look, perfect. Comes on, indicates, accelerates, and he's away. Absolutely spot on. Textbook how you do it. Not this fucking jokey yesterday. He's all over the place. I have to fucking slam the brakes because he runs out of room, because I've run out of room because I can't move to my right. If I'd have hit the brakes, I would have been down to less than 15, 20 mile an hour, and the trucks behind me would have pulled into the back of me, no doubt. So, this joker accelerates then really hard to come round the back of me and then up alongside me, giving it plenty out the window, the passenger, and then decides to hurl a piece of fucking mango. Well, it looked like mango. Out the passenger window and hits my external sun visor, sponges all over the fucking cab. Ah, wanker. Good job we had all that rain last night. Fucking washed it all off. Oh, now we've got some fucking shenanigans going on. Is he going to be able to move over? He has. Which means I can now move over. Well, that was more luck than fucking judgment. Luckily, that bulkhead to my right had room to be able to fucking move out. Otherwise, we'd have been up against it a little bit. It just started hailstoning. Before I put the camera on. It's still bloody windy. And I'm light now, I'm empty, so I'm running with an empty 40-foot container on the back. So the only thing I'm shipping is fresh air at the moment. You know, I got to this place this morning, this guy comes out and he's on his own. And I said, I hope you got some lads to give you a hand. He said, yeah, they're turning up in a minute. Well, there's about 3 or 4 van loads of blokes turned up. They set about it. They did it in under 2 hours. Really good. Fire. Oh, don't see. Started. So yeah, we're on the M6 southbound. And all is well. I think the weather forecast was right. Sunny with blustery showers. I think that's and strong winds. That was it. Yeah, I think that's about blustery. I think that's the correct terminology. I think that's about right. Oh yeah, this morning on the way up, bloody smart motorway. God, they will be. They're bloody dangerous in my opinion. I was about this distance away from the truck in front of me this morning, dark, hurling it down with fucking rain, and at the last minute he pulls out to the right like that. I've got a truck on my right, there's a fucking broken down truck in my way. I had to fucking hit the anchors, all about it, so I had to fucking hit the anchors, mate, he went by me and I was pulled on out. Ah, fucking hell. There was no warnings whatsoever. Nothing. The lanes weren't closed. You know, and as we came up to the truck, there was an overhead gantry there and it was completely blank. There was nothing going on it. And they say that they react really quickly. Well, not fucking quick enough in my opinion. Yeah, that could have been fucking nasty. There we go, blustery shot. Do you see anything? There seems to be an awful lot of car transporters at the moment floating about. I've never seen so many. I pulled in the fleet the other night and there must have been about nearly a dozen other fucking things in there. And I pulled in early, it must have been only about 4:30, something like that. car transport are going to let him out. It doesn't look like it, does it? And yeah, you could not get a spot in there. It's full of fucking car transporters. There you go, sunshine in there. Come on, Malcolm, you were putting your foot down a minute ago. Now you slowed right down again, look. Come on. Anyway, speak to you all later. Well, these roadworks go on for bloody ever. M6 southbound. And the strange thing is, I've got no idea why this is. Northbound, it's 60 mile an hour limit. Southbound, 50. Why? Is it some sort of test they're doing? If there's more accidents in a 50 or more accidents in a 60 or less, or I don't know. Seems a bit weird. Some people don't seem too bothered about the speed limits at all. Look, Mr. Yaris. Well, there's cameras all around here, so you should do. Just north of Birmingham. It's where the M6 toll, where the M6 sort of splits. One goes off to the toll and one goes off to the the old M6, which is the one I'm taking. We're not taking the toll. The company won't pay for that. And you can't blame them either. I think I don't know what it is. See a sign down here. I think it's 12, 13 quid, I think. I'll see a sign in a minute. That's better. You always breathe out when I come out of those roadworks. Increase the speed from 49.1 to 52.2. Well, when the sun shines, it's quite nice. Oh, where's he going? To the toll. Well, he's overtaking that van because the van will not move into the left hand lane because he's a knobber. She's forcing the lorry to go around the outside, and now the van's speeding up. They got themselves a standoff. That's what you do, what he did. Pull out, pull back in. It really is not that difficult. Yet some people seem to find it incredibly difficult. That van is still one lane out. When I was coming up through here this morning, as you come up the M5 and onto the M6, it's all elevated as you go through Birmingham. Oh, fucking hell, the wind there. I think I've already mentioned though, it's really windy. It's blustery now, but nowhere near like it was this morning. Roads are nice and quiet. And as soon as I've parked up and been into the old shop and checked in. It's on account here, so on Snap, so I don't have to pay any money out. And have a little browse around the shop. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to have a little afternoon siesta. Try and get a bit more sleep in. I didn't sleep well last night, which is unusual for me. But I kept waking up because the racket the wind was making and the truck was banging and blowing about. Normally it doesn't bother me. If I was when I lived in a caravan, wind blowing around, it felt like sometimes if I was awake, it'd be like being in a tumble fire. But I'd drop off to sleep easy enough. But last night, so yeah, a little bit weary today. So get a couple of hours this afternoon, or at least an hour, and then pop across and get something to eat for the night. And then have another early night. So I'm up at about 4:30 tomorrow. It's lying, that is. Well, let's have a look. Here, here's the prices here. £12 for a truck, £11.80 for a van, car and trailer £10.30, car £6.90, motorbike £3.20. £3.20 for a fucking motorbike. £12.30 truck. Oh, yawning. We were in France a couple of years ago. We had to pay a few tolls, and we drove from the Normandy beaches. We stayed down by Omaha. There's a little fact for you. My granddad, hence my Italian surname, was an American GI. Came over, grew up in New Jersey, Italian descent. He was actually born in Naples. And at the age of 1 or 2, they came over on the boat and settled in New York, in New Jersey. Landed at Ellis Island, one of the early immigrants. Yeah, he came over here during the war and met me nan. Landed on Omaha. Somehow, don't ask me how, but he made it through. He always had a twinkle in his eye, so I reckon he was fly. And made it through, and then settled here. Went back a couple of times, but made the UK his home, and there he stayed. Worked on the railways all his life, and funny enough, I went down. It's about 4 or 5 years ago now. He worked on the. He was a signalman in Branksome, you know Branksome in Bournemouth. I remember going down there a couple of times into the signal box, and I went down there. I was passing. I thought I'll pull in and see if I can still see the signal box. And I was looking over the fence, and it's gone. And this bloke from the railway came out, and I said, "Oh, when did the old signal box go?" And he said, "Oh, that went, quite a few years ago." He said, "I've been here like, I don't know, 30 odd years." And I said, "I don't suppose," I said, "This is a strange one, but I don't suppose you knew my granddad then, did you, old Joe?" I said, "What, Yankee Joe?" I said, "Yeah, Yankee Joe." And they called him Yankee Joe. I said, "Yeah, he's my granddad." Oh, what a character he was. It was nice talking to him and hearing stories about my granddad. It was really nice. Yeah. Oh dear. So this is where the M6 splits. How did we get talking about that? I don't know. We went from M6 poles to talking about my granddad. First thing is, I don't even know how we started doing that. I've always watched the footage back, and I sometimes I amaze myself sometimes. I amaze 48 miles, and I amaze myself. I don't know. Yeah, so the M6 toll road goes off to the right. Here we are on the M6 southbound. It's then linked up with the M1. Well, the M6 sort of stops or feeds onto the A14. Sat-nav thinks I want to go the toll road.
After 0.4 miles, exit the highway towards A460.
No, see, still wants me to do that. Is that mad, Lord? I don't know if it is or not. Might be. P8FTE. No, you went by me earlier. GPS signal be lost here. Throwing a fit.
Enter the roundabout, take the first exit. Recalculating.
Yeah, you do that. You recalculate, Jilly. Sort your fucking life out. Get a grip, will ya?
Drive for 8.1 miles.
There we go. I'm still trying to work out how we got talking about my granddad. No idea, absolutely no idea. So anyway, I'm going to be, I've got 61 miles, yeah, 61 miles now, so just over an hour. An hour and a quarter, something like that. Remember, I'm only doing 52.2. What a squeak. Oh yeah, I am going to have a snooze. Not now, like, no, because that'd fucking be scary, wouldn't it? Right. Park up. Oh look, there's nothing like having a snooze in the afternoon, is there? No? I haven't got to leave here until 5 tomorrow morning, leave red line until 5 tomorrow morning. Get past this big cat and lad. Yeah, thank you Van for moving out. Over. I'm a bit hypocritical, aren't I, really? There's me signaling to come out round that truck, wanting that van to move out of my way. Oh dear, yeah. Yeah, that's being hypocritical, isn't it? All broken down. Bad place to be broken down, my friend. Right, slow process getting past this tanker. We're getting there. Roadworks in 3 miles. Fucking more roadworks. Right, I'm going to put the foot down. Got a bit. Kick down. You now do 53. Good past, flashed in, coming in. Thank you very much. Flick of the ball, flick of the old indicators. He's off back to 52, and away we go. About as exciting as it gets. I've been thinking about getting a Estonia. Look, I saw a truck earlier from fucking Malta that had an M on it. And I was trying to work out where M was. At Moldova? I was like, and I couldn't Macedonia. But, well, I don't know where that is. Fucking Africa, isn't it? There's M. I was trying to work out M. What fucking country is M? Then I looked at the back of the truck and it said fucking Malta. Right across the back and big, it was a yellow truck, big blue letters. Malta. Fucking idiot. He was a long way from home, isn't he? Malta. Okay, that's the job I'd like. Right, I just got a job for you. 3 weeks. Just run up to Newcastle and tip this and then collect on the way back down in Italy. Excellent. Fucking love it. I'm going to look into that, I think. Maybe a bit of European work's what I need. I was about to say something then, and I don't know whether I started saying it or whether I didn't, so I'm going to say it again now. Fucking hell. You can tell I've been up early and didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm all over the place. Right, I'm thinking about getting a CB radio. But that all off, just been thinking about it, you know. I see that it's not in fashion, but there are a few, you see a fair few trucks with it fitted these days. Well, I'd say a few, it's still a minority. I mean, at one stage everyone had it. I mean, my dad had one. My dad was big into CB radios, but that's another story altogether. Oh my word, yeah, that is another story. I've got to try and remind myself to tell you about that one. And yeah, so I've been toying with the idea because it'd just be useful just to go like, you know, you come out the service, you don't want to pull in somewhere, and you can just go, right, I'm coming out to Cherwell Valley. Is there any spaces in there? Anyone in there that tell me if there's any spaces? Somebody might come back to you and go, yeah, it's loads in here, mate, or no, don't bother, fucking keep going, don't waste 4 hours of your drive time driving in here and driving back out again. I think it'd be fucking useful. Or the other side of the coin is that, you know, you can hear, oh yeah, there's been a fucking pile up on the M6 at junction 10, fucking come off if you can. Right, woof, I'm off. Rather than carrying on going blissfully unaware and then stuck in traffic for fucking 3 hours. Yeah, I've been toying with the idea. I was in Lim Services just before I left to get on here, and they do a kit for 90 quid. Now, I looked on eBay and you can get a kit for what I want, 53 quid. And is it worth spending an extra 40 quid? Am I going to get anything better, or are they just making an extra 40 quid? Am I going to get exactly the same? I don't know. I'll keep looking for trucks. I'll look out for trucks now with CB aerials on them. It's easier to stop. That's not debris in the road, and it's there, look. There's the debris. Yeah, they're slowing us down. Oh yeah, once I've fucking passed it. That's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, look, see, back up now. Fucking smart motorway. That is smart as my fucking arse. Great lump of rock then. just down on the M6, heading towards the M1. Stadium there, I don't know whose it is. Look. I don't know, I'm safe.
After 0.6 miles, keep right towards M6 to AC.
So the old RAC building, I've been in there. Then I had a proper job. A long time ago, having a proper job. When I used to wear a suit and tie. Fucking suit and tie. I hate wearing a suit and tie.
Keep right towards M6 to AC.
50 miles an hour limit. Stay in this lane. What's going on up here? Down to 40. Oh, I see some red lines. This isn't good. What's going on? Don't do this to me. I wanted to snooze this afternoon. People coming to a halt. Yeah, looks like it. Look over to your left now. You'll see the Dalek factory. That's where they make the fucking Daleks, look in there. Put me 4 ways on, then I'll turn them on. What's going on here? How long is this going for? No, not too far. I suspect there's been some fuckwootery going on up here. Yeah, those I don't know whether you can see, just over that way. Yeah, no, down in there, look. Those, they look like the ends of a Dalek, you know, like the proddy plunger thing that the Dalek had on the front of him. It always reminds me of them. Fucking traumatised me as a kid, Daleks. And electricity substations, they traumatised me as well. Still do to this day, I still don't fucking like it. That's where they make them down in there. Get out! That's where they do that exterminate. No! Gives me the fucking EBGBs. Get the fuck out of here now! Whoa, what a place. Don't like it. There we go. What was all that about? Just wanted to look at the Dalek factory. So will we see what's going on and what the problem is? It doesn't look like it. No. Barrett's award-winning sausages. See, look, chilled delivery service. They deliver you like a sausage should be. Barrett's. What's he going, man? I don't know. Didn't think it'd be long before we started talking about sausages. Here we go. Come on, matey. Come on, come on, come on. Get on with it then. Holy fuck. Yeah, thank you. But just put your fucking foot down. surrounded by fucking supermarket lorries. Well, we didn't see what the problem was. We just decided to reduce the speed down to 40, which in turn brought it down to stationary. So we're back to 60 now. What's this one say? Engine braking, I think we're slowing down to 40 again. No, it's 60. And it says use hard shoulder. Right. Until you get another 500 yards, and it'll say don't use the hard shoulder. Because in Birmingham they've got a fucking habit of doing that. They'll probably say hard shoulder for emergency use only in a second. And that's right, nobody bloody uses it because of that. I'll just stand where I am. SMH, Expert Solutions for Decontamination. Ooh. What the fuck are you decontaminating? Oh, come on, Al, put your foot down. Funny how the road can go from quite quiet like it was 10-15 minutes ago to being quite busy and trundling along at 45 miles an hour. Oh, excuse me. Where's the sausage fan gone? See how nobody is using that hard shoulder. Purely because they just don't fucking trust it. Now, do I need to be in this right hand lane now? In the middle? Well, move over one. Oh, I can't remember. Somebody using it. Well done, mate. I think it just, that lane just goes off this junction anyway in a second or two. I think I need to be over. Because he was in the wrong lane. Here we go, we're off. Nice when the sunshine comes out.
Keep right,
funny, aren't they?